Trif some kind of an artist, maybe like a musician, producer maybe? He makes
Definitely a producer.
Yeah,
He looks like a producer. He's even got the headphones on right now.
Yeah. Right now, he got a little bit of a rhythm going.
Oh, that's pretty good. The rhythm going.
Yeah,
He has a little bit of a John Bellion vibe. Yeah, but actually a huge punish from Trif coming out the gates.
Yeah.
I love it when peaches are floating and then someone like really fast like Falcon just actually goes and kicks them.
Yeah, and they're just like, wait, you're not supposed to hit me. I'm not done floating yet.
Yeah, Peach really slow, so a big part of the matchup is can Gahtzu use Falcon's maneuverability to his advantage? It sort of becomes like Falcon has like a very long horizontal distance he can cover at once, and like if you picture like a sort of like hot cold zone of like where there's threat, Falcon's is really stretched out. It's really long, but Peach's is like super duper intense right around her because she has all these super strong hitboxes. The grab can be devastating. The down smash is devastating. The moves are just so quick with the float cancel mechanic.
Basically, you just don't want to be near her, right? Except for like when you're really spacing your hitboxes, like you want to land at like the tipper of everything.
If she's on her back foot, it's okay. But in like true neutral, I generally would agree with you that you don't want to be right up on her because she'll get her hitboxes out way faster than Falcon can. Falcon, as fast as he is, does not have the quickest moves.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like, he's super fast, but his startup is just... It's extraordinarily bad for a good character, you know what I mean? Which is why there's always this debate, rather. Like, is Falcon, like, a really bad, great character? Or is he, like, a super amazing bad character?
I never really thought of it that way, yeah.
It's been going on for centuries.
Centuries. Yeah, centuries. Since, what is it, 1832 or something?
Yeah, 1832. That's not a particularly great trade. I mean, he lived.
Reverse up air, like the choice to send Trif back on stage. He's higher this time, though. Another up air.
Yeah,
Trif thinking about fading to the ledge, maybe. Up air again is going to net Gahtzu the KO. We have an even game, game one.
Yeah, virtually even, right? Like 50% is basically nothing, right?
Pretty much, especially with how explosive Gahtzu can be. He ran past him several times. I think what he was waiting for was some sort of like either a hitbox or a spot dodge. Then he was going to dash back grab immediately. Trif didn't bite. He left himself actionable the entire time, and Gahtzu was not able to capitalize.
A dash attack has been throwing people off since 1877.
Yeah, not quite as early as the debate on whether Captain Falcon was a bad good character or a good bad character, but soon after, within that same century, the same epoch, really.
I wonder if that was like a pseudo, like a DI mix-up, the back throw. Maybe he just meant the down throw.
Really like the movement Trif used to get himself on that platform. Gahtzu thought he was going to drop, and this is what I think Trif really excels in, is he'll use his double jump to feign where he's going, almost like a vertical dash dance. Like you think he's going down and he ends up going up. So he uses that double jump. You don't think he's going to get to the platform. Then he lands on the platform. Gahtzu thought that was safe, so he's there, and Trif beat him to a spot.
That's interesting. Once again, you have Gahtzu at 15%, hoping to make this game, wow. Isn't that like the illegal edge guard, right?
The axle kick?
Yeah, Falcons in general are just like, it's like the forbidden technique, right?
I feel like anything that's going to allow you to edge guard someone who can fly back to the stage is okay.
You're right. That's my point. In general, like a lot of Falcons just never do it.
Yep, up air, I like the choice. I think tries to guess a no tech rather than reacting to a tech roll. But Trif does have the advantage, slowly tacking on more and more damage. Pretty soon Gahtzu will find himself off stage, and that is a trouble position. Here it is. Wow, Nair into, he has a bomb.
Explosive finish. Wow. Gahtzu is at an all-time low.
Wait, was that a John Bellion joke? Holy crap. Just blew my mind. If you guys haven't listened to All Time Low, maybe one of the greatest achievements in recent music history. Also, there's a decent Walk Off the Earth cover. We are getting way too far off topic so far. Trif, Gahtzu, similar style glasses, very different play styles.
All right, so opting to go back to Battlefield. What's interesting here, I'm pretty sure it's the same thing that we recognize. Like, it wasn't really the stage. You know what I mean? Gahtzu's just thinking, I just have to play better.
Yeah, so does not guess the air dodge from Trif, but Peach on the ledge is so weak anyway, I don't think Gahtzu really cares. That's considered like sort of a soft win in this matchup, in almost any Peach matchup. You want to get Peach on the ledge. So you'll see Gahtzu do this type of thing very often, where he will pick the option that would leave his opponent in a strong position, so that his opponent will either get hit for trying to get into the strong position or be forced into the not so strong position. I mean, that's common across all players, but I think Gahtzu is especially good at it in matchups like this. It's very clear that that's what he's trying to do. I like the Nair choice. Up air covers no tech, and he's still able to dash. That's some nice tech from Trif on the platform tech chase. Just floats to the ledge. Down smash, not able to connect.
Gahtzu's starting to be a little bit more like himself. What I mean by that is, like, a lot of times I've noticed that he plays like the long game, especially in best of fives. Like, he will purposely hold back certain tactics and then break them out when he set them up. Like, he's been doing a lot of just really safe nairs, and Trif has been doing this thing where he power shields the second hit of the nair, then down smashes or does like a float cancel nair or something. So in those same situations, all of a sudden, like, Trif is used to him, Trif, excuse me, is used to him doing like the nair. He's just coming in with a knee. What seems like a raw knee, and Trif's just not ready for it a lot of these times. It's a really interesting adjustment. See, there's that nair, or excuse me, where he was throwing out a nair earlier, he's throwing out a knee in place.
Yeah, so like before he was saying like, all right, Trif, you can't come in now, and so Trif's response is, okay, I'm going to hold my ground anyway. I'm Peach, and now Gahtzu's like, oh, you're holding your ground. Powerful move.
Exactly.
It sounded like one of the clappers.
Yeah. I heard that clap sounds hella different.
I have to remember that one.
Yeah. We're going to have to set that up at some point. I hope we get a DK on stream. Yeah. Actually, I think all the DKs are out, sad face.
Looks like, okay, yeah. I like the threat of the back air wall. That's what I was talking about with Gahtzu. The threat of the back air wall forces Trif onto the ledge. He didn't execute that time, but if you continue to do that, you're going to find a lot of success. Oh, almost covers the fade back. Nair just didn't quite get over the ledge far enough. Okay, Trif fighting from a slight deficit, but Peach's punish game in this matchup can be stellar. Okay, not if you miss a down smash and let go of your shield at just the wrong time. Knee is a devastating move to get hit by, that's for sure.
Ooh, that dash dance was almost like Marth-esque, but, you know, it's what Peach. Really interesting.
Okay, up throw, I think a good choice. Down air, interesting choice. I kind of expected like run off up air or something. Not sure if maybe anything can connect.
Trif has brought this all the way back.
Yeah, I mean, he barely got hit. And like I said, big punish game for Peach on Falcon.
That was a classic down throw knee.
Yeah, big knee. And you know what's really cool about that setup is in recent times, Peaches have developed a tactic where you can, quote-unquote, wiggle out of that down throw on good DI and then air dodge before the knee connects.
Yeah.
That doesn't help you if you're off stage.
Yeah,
so the down throw off the stage was like a guaranteed way for Gahtzu to get that knee without Trif being able to air dodge out. So good situational stage awareness from Gahtzu to convert that KO.
Oh,
Stomp. And that's actually the same decision as the knee was. Just at this percent, knee's not going to KO. Stomp will get him a big combo. And Gahtzu, I think, he's always been good at adjusting in a very like strategic sort of way. And when for the duration of this block, strategic, I'm thinking like a long-term overarching abstract game plan. Tactic is like a particular little thing you're doing. Gahtzu, I think, is really strong in the strategic sense. He'll say, there's these basic fundamentals of melee. You're either going to be coming at me, holding your ground and attacking, or backing up. He's noticed that he can condition Trif to not want to come forwards, and then he can drag a big hitbox across not moving and moving backwards. Exactly. And he got a lot of big combos and big punches off that last game.
Melee is all about options, right? So what happens when he backs up like that, or excuse me, when he forces Trif to back up like that, he no longer has to cover like an entire like 33.3% of the game.
And not only that, but that 33.3% is the most dangerous part. That's when Peach can dash attack you or run and grab you or run down smash even.
Yeah, you saw Trif getting a lot of mileage on that game one. The dash attack was nowhere near as present in the second game. Okay. Let's see how Trif can adapt.
Yeah, Gahtzu rolling around. He does find the center of the stage eventually. Little triangle jump action. And you can see right there, he actually tried to put the knee out. And if you're not looking closely, well, that was like Matrix moves. If you're not looking closely, that knee looked like, oh, it just whiffed, no big deal. So what Trif actually did is he moved forwards, perhaps anticipating that Gahtzu was going to do that overshot aerial again, either the knee or the stomp, and it gave him the center stage, and he ends up getting stock off it. It may have been a full 30 seconds later, but he barely got hit and got the stock. I mean, that's how high level.
Full 30 seconds later.
No, it really was.
It actually was 30 seconds later.
Well, not actually 30, but you know, melee, like a melee 30.
Melee 30, yeah.
Because this game is so fast, actually.
Sometimes you just got to do it, right?
Yeah, big knee. That was actually not an overshot one. That was a, if you run into me, you die, and a trade is fine.
Yeah. It's interesting, like the only time I've ever really seen Peach get the worst of trades consecutively is in this matchup, particularly against the knee.
We're seeing a technique that Gahtzu, I think, kind of pioneered playing against Armada on this stage in particular. Armada was known to smash DI the first hit of Nair down so that he'd be able to counterattack the second hit of Nair. Gahtzu reinvented the wheel by doing basically full hop Nair to catch float.
Yeah.
So he's still using that full hop Nair to restrict Trif from being able to do high floats. And they see, there it goes again, that full hop Nair. And that's a really key component on flat stages for Gahtzu against Peach. Because, you know, Falcon's full hop, like, I think probably super underused. Any fast faller has a decent full hop. Falco's is maybe a little too high to be desirable sometimes. And, you know, Fox's is, of course, incredible. I think Falcon's is right up there near Fox's.
Yeah, it's right in between.
I mean, not as good. Like low-key,
it's
low-key Fox's is busted. But, like, Falcon's got some stuff on his full hop.
Yeah, he can do some things. He's got stuff.
Especially against a character who it's risky for her to go meet him. Yes, Peach can go up there and meet the full hop with an up air. And you actually see Trif going for those up airs now to try to convince Gahtzu that he can't stop Trif from floating. Trif's trying to currently, like, play through story mode long enough to unlock floating again. So he's trying to read these nairs with up airs and then punishing big.
And it's kind of working out for him, at least in terms of the way the game's playing out. He's tacked on enough percent that he can potentially pull ahead 2 stocks, which is huge.
Yeah, and it's really interesting. There's a spot like just up and forward from Peach and sort of like at a particular diagonal angle from Falcon where they're like guaranteed to meet, and it's really been a test of who can get there with a hitbox first. I think the next level is you sort of like maybe fake going up there, and I think they're doing it right now. You sort of fake going up there and just try to stay on the ground, get them to jump, and then wait for them to whiff, and then punish them. While we're talking about how back and forth the mind game is, the stock count is not back and forth. Trif has been ahead pretty much the entire time, and he's a full stock ahead right now.
He's got a throw and trying to read something. Or throw. That's gonna do it.
I mean, like any action would have got killed by forward air. Nair, knee, down air, double jump, like it all would have lost. So pretty good option coverage from Trif, and even better do nothing from Gahtzu.
Yeah, so right now Trif is he's got like he's got a pretty solid lead. He's just got to play super safe at this point, and it looks like that's what he's doing. Yeah,
especially because so there's this thing where you know what was a good option no longer is, and Falcon's like grab is really good against Peach in this matchup. At this percent, grab doesn't get you nothing, right?
Yeah.
So like Trif, like getting grabbed, like sort of like the old Street Fighter, take the grab. Not a big deal.
Yeah.
You're gonna take like 5% and be off the stage for a little bit. You can fly back to the stage.
Trif
yes, you have to get the ledge, but you know.
Yeah, I think Trif's probably noticed that he's got about 3 minutes left. I don't think he plans on like timing him out.
I don't think so.
But
it's definitely more see what's happening. Maybe he can get a gimp or some quick damage off.
Yeah.
There is a bit of a chain grab here on Falcon. Looks like Trif is going for the edge guard, which is fine because Falcon really weak off the stage. That's a really interesting down tilt hitbox to see every now and then. You have Trif holding ground in the air, just a little too high for the full hop Nair to connect, I think, and so Gahtzu tries to scoop him with an up air.
Yeah, he tried. If he had scooped him with an up air, he could have definitely connected with a knee.
I feel like Gahtzu started moving really fast at the end there. Maybe because Trif is giving him so much room, Gahtzu decided to threaten the space by moving very quickly.
All right, so
I got another neat one for you. Ready? Trif, near the end of the match, began using dash attack to trade when he was up against these full hop aerials. Dash attack is notorious with spacey players like me for often like clean beating moves like Fox's Nair and Drill, and it's also going to trade with a lot of Falcon's moves, like depending on where they're situated.
So I believe the hitbox goes like above her character model a little bit.
Yeah, so she like kind of ducks down really low.
It's a bit similar to what I think it was Kirby Kaze sort of revolutionized in the Puff matchup with Sheik.
I was going to say the Falcon matchup, how they would dash attack under the
that
lasers.
too.
Yeah.
The dash attack, but particularly against like Puff.
Yeah.
Because like often Puff comes down with an aerial, tries to trade, and he would use a dash attack, and the hitbox goes significantly higher than her hurtbox.
Yeah, even though it doesn't go far.
Yeah,
because it's like inner body, and it's really actually pretty bad hitbox. But it does have that advantage, and using those little things to your advantage is going to make a huge difference. Gahtzu, who I believe to be a slight favorite, is down 2-1 in this matchup, getting chain grabbed on Pokemon Stadium. Really nice double jump land down smash, and the punish keeps going for Trif.
Yeah, I personally think that Trif is like... Well, actually, Fermata's really retired. He might be the best Peach right now. In my opinion, this is a controversial opinion, I know.
It is.
But it's my personal opinion. A lot of people say it, of course, in certain circles in Europe. But the main reason is they're like, well, he doesn't travel enough. You know, he doesn't come to the States enough, which is a fair argument.
And I mean, so he's got something to prove, honestly.
Yeah.
And here he is up 2-1 versus Gahtzu. This is his chance to show everyone, hey, maybe I am the best Peach. A lot of people right now would say it's Lod, right?
Yeah, but Lod, of course, might also be sort of retired. But, you know, more or less forced into temporary retirement as he becomes a doctor so he can save us all.
Yes.
I'd rather have Lod saving us, to be honest. But, I mean, he's got a sick Peach, though.
I trust my life in Lod's hands. I'll say that much.
I love that guy.
Yeah,
his Peach is sick.
He's a cool dude, I found out over time. Trif, another big combo. They were on the same stock, but just so much damage. Every time it seems like Trif gets his hands on Gahtzu, it is bad news, and the edge guards keep going. As a matter of fact, the longer the set goes on, the more painful the punishes seem to be on Gahtzu. Forward throw? Yeah. One of the only kill throws among the top tier characters, right?
Yeah.
Peach's forward throw.
I mean, you have Marth's up throw.
Yeah.
I'm kidding.
Yeah, that counts.
Well, technically, like, Fox has an up throw, but the throw doesn't kill, but it sets up for, like, probably the most notorious.
Yeah, I mean, I do mean the
you mean just the throw. Yeah.
Because that means once you get the grab, like, you just kill them.
Yeah. As a kill, like, the throw itself is what kills.
Yes, that's what I mean.
You're right.
And look, you see right there, once again, Gahtzu throwing out like a nair in place, trying to say, Trif, you can't come on. Trif doing Peach's equivalent of a stutter step, kind of goes in the air, floats for just a second, drops down, and then moves forward and whiff punishes Gahtzu's nair. That's big for... I was going to say that's a big move for Trif, and that is an even bigger combo for Gahtzu. Pulling back in this one a little bit, another grab. If this punish is big, it could bring it all the way back. It is not big. He's still in the driver's seat? No, now it's Trif.
No, he's got control of the center again. This stage is actually perfect for like teaching somebody what center means. Just control the Pokeball.
Yeah, then you like kind of like...
Then there's the outer center, those little lines.
Those lines, like, yeah, you can kind of stand under the lines, then kind of be pressuring the corner while still keeping the center, depending on your character, right?
Yeah. The stage is actually great. It's a shame about the transformations and stuff that everybody hates, but...
It's a shame.
Yeah, it's a shame. If this never changed, this would be the best stage in the game.
Knee. And just that simple down throw knee, the same thing off stage, you can't afford to do the air dodge to get out of it. And I'm pretty sure Trif is proficient. I believe I've seen it before. Yeah. Now we have a tie game. We're here on Pokemon Stadium, and I think Gahtzu's waiting for Trif to try to farm turnips so that he can come in and get a free hit.
He's so freaking... It's a different kind of fast. It's like swift. Oh, man.
It's swiftness is the perfect word for what Gahtzu does. He spot dodged it. See, that's what we're talking about. Lightning fast. Flash Gordon.
Yeah.
Flash! Whoa! You guys ever see that horrible movie with a great soundtrack? I think Queen did that song, right? I think it was Queen.
Oh, this might be the end for our Falcon friend.
But he has a big combo going. See, that's been the follow-up. At like 0%, he'll get a grab and then just a nair. And then he has to try to like read the spot dodge, or maybe there's no spot dodge and there's a hitbox instead. Okay, yes, Gahtzu definitely needs a big conversion to bring himself back in. Nair, grab, a knee. Now Trif is off stage at 60%. Rather dangerous. The ledge is a weak position for Peach.
Gahtzu's looking for a grab.
The dash attack, very cool from Trif. Just like puts that out. Like it seemed like desperation, but it was so controlled.
He almost got it. I held my breath for a second. If you're Trif, you kind of know what he wants, right? He's throwing out stuff, but he doesn't really want that nair to hit.
No, he's looking for something powerful. All he has to do is get Gahtzu really off stage. Gahtzu makes it back to the center. Time and time again, he has found his way out of the corner.
Gets hit with a fair. This is Trif's chance to end it.
Gahtzu's such a tank. And, you know, he actually ends up just making it back to center stage straight from the Falcon dive. Big nair. Okay, he was waiting out, I think, an air dodge with this. Wave dash down.
He burns his double jump.
And the up air KOs. Wow, Falcon's like really heavy too.
Yeah, I was really just not expecting that to kill, but Trif moving on to winner semis.
Oh, and a little bit of a pop-off. He is so happy about it, and he should be. That was a well-earned victory. I think he played extremely well. His punish game was phenomenal throughout.
Yeah,
edge guarding was particularly clean. We'll see if he can carry that on to the rest of the tournament. Gahtzu, of course, looking to have a strong comeback because he is someone who, in his current state, could make it to the end. He could race. He could race all the way to the finish line. I don't know if he'd win the whole tournament or not, but I'm sure he could get very close.
He could. He could race all the way to the finish.
I don't think there's anyone here that he can't beat. He can beat any player.
What's interesting thing about this kind of tournament is like there's no far and away favorite, right? There's no. So like this guy's definitely gonna win.
So I think like Wizrobe is the favorite, and then Nun's like also right there, and they sort of have a personal thing where if they play each other, it seems like Nun comes out on top sometimes, right?
Yeah.
And then you've got